Hello my people, welcome back to the channel. Today we will be creating fermented millet porridge. Go ahead, pour in 1 cup of raw millet into a clean dish. And these days this has been my favorite breakfast to have. Add in 1 cup of water, or at least enough water to cover the raw millet. I didn't wash this prior and I don't intend to, and you'll see why shortly. Go ahead and stir the raw millet so that any of the pieces on the top can sink to the bottom of it. And then once you're done, cover up the millet, leave it on your countertop area. Do not refrigerate it. The next morning, as you can see, the fermentation process has started. Go ahead, dump out that water. This is where the fermentation process we are working on. Add in fresh water, enough to cover the raw millet. Let it sit on your countertop for 4 days. This is what it should look like after 4 days. And it will smell fermented. I love the smell. It is not too strong, don't worry. It is not too strong at all. Scoop the raw fermented millet into your blender container, however much you want. This is not the typical traditional way. The traditional way is to blend the raw millet into a fine paste and then proceed to ferment it. I am doing it my way, in a way, just experimenting. In your blender, add in less than 1/4 cup of water so that it can blend smoothly, and proceed to make sure that it grinds up finely. These days, I cannot get enough of this. This is my go-to breakfast. I don't know. Well, I do know. It is hearty. It tastes not sour. It tastes... I cannot describe the taste to anything. It is not oatmeal. I love oatmeal, but these days I will have this over oatmeal. That's how much I'm falling in love with it. If you like sourdough bread, you'll love this. So here, I like to leave a good portion in my container. I will not use it all up. I will save some so that the next morning, I simply have to scoop it out and use a fresh one. Add in 1/4 cup of water and you'll be adding more for sure. For this recipe, I like to use I prefer to use a whisk as opposed to a spoon because I've made mistakes in the past. That's why I love using a whisk, because it keeps it nice and smooth. This is not something you can walk away from. Cook it on medium heat, and as you see, when it thickens up, add more water into the consistency that you like. 1.5 tablespoons of butter. In this lifestyle, we like healthy fats. Butter is one of those healthy fats. So in this step, I like how the consistency is. So I'm just now adding some agave. I no longer do regular sugar. It's only agave and honey for me. So that's what I'm adding. Enough. Add enough as you like. And give it a stir as you like. And this was the most buttery goodness that I've ever had in a long time. I will advise that you refrain from adding other spices like cinnamon or cardamom. Simply taste it in its plain deliciousness before you dress it up with other taste, so that you can just have an opportunity to appreciate the millet paired with butter. It is just beautiful and divine. Now, I mentioned healthy fats. With this fermented millet paste, every time I make it, I must have it with peanut butter spread on bread. It is my go-to. I cannot have one without the other. The peanut butter helps me with more nutrients, and plus I'm having millet porridge. This meal is delicious. Hope you like it. And thank you so much for viewing this content, and kindly subscribe to the channel to show your support. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.